Hello, and welcome to Embodying Mystical Mac. Yeah, my glasses are dirty, so screw this. If you're so dirty, it's like right here. It's right here. Welcome to Embodying Mystical Mac. I can't see you because you've got a big chunk of blur right in front of you.
Oh, mine are filthy outside. No wonder. Everything looks foggy indoors. I wonder why. The fog seeped in and the sun is out. It's strange.
If you're new here, this is our I was gonna say like resident astrologer, but considering the fact that my brand is my apartment, it can't be a resident astrologer. He's our contracted astrologer.
I'm just an astrologer.
He comes on and he talks about the energies in each lunar cycle that we're going through, and it's always a fun time. It's always kind of a random rant with a little bit of astrology fun time. We do a little bit of a reading regarding the astrology situation that we have going on. And yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna let him get right into it for this season that we are in right now.
Welcome to fall, everyone. We're halfway in. Oh, we're almost done with fall.
We're almost done with fall. Fall is so short. Although
it's the same length as every month, as every year, as every season. It just feels shorter.
It feels so short every year.
Because it gets hot.
And meanwhile, like spring feels so long. Spring feels like I'm waiting for 1,000,000 years for summer to come. Interesting.
It's the conundrums of life.
That just tells you time is not linear, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yes, it is. Time is I saw it online and the internet does not lie.
Okay, human.
Okay, and that is the T. That's the corner. And the slice of information.
I love it.
All right.
Love it.
Good. Hello, everyone. I don't know what time. Pacific, Eastern, what is it? Time zone you're at.
Right.
Or where you're at watching it. So good hello. Good hello.
You could even be listening to it. This could be the podcast. So hello, wherever you're listening or watching to this.
What's his name, the host? From sunrise to sunset, from East Coast to the West Coast. What's his name? I know his name. I don't want to say it. I don't know because it's not, you know. Well, it's this radio. Coast to Coast Radio is what I like to listen to sometimes because it's fun because you hear people, I was outside. It's always some, I was outside and I saw a ball of light in the sky. And it moved. That's what balls do, they move.
They move.
Well, welcome to New Moon in Sagittarius.
Did we actually catch the new moon this time? I feel like
It was the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
But that's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
It's fine. It was the 23rd. It was actually on Thanksgiving.
Oh, no wonder. So much craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If y'all noticed within that week, a shift in energy, like the chaos of eclipse, it ended and all of a sudden things started to make sense.
For sure, like things settled. There was definitely like there's the tea again. She wants
to come out.
She was here. The
she
tea
was
is
like,
here.
the tea's there. Yeah, it was a shift after it, which was like kind of nice. And then thank God after that shift from the Libra phase, along with the eclipse and all this stuff that was going on, we now have Sagittarius. You might feel a burst of energy, like how we feel now, like, burst of energy, like you have this adrenaline, you want to get things done, you want to do this, you're ready. Like, for example, Christmas gift shopping doesn't seem that bad this year. The holiday season seems nice. It's not so, oh God, I don't know. Do they want socks? Oh God, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just buy some Tampax to call them a day. They're gonna need it one day. They're gonna need it.
That's like usually how it's feeling though.
You know, I went on Black Friday real quick to go get some Bluetooth headphones because mine broke right after Thanksgiving. I expected to see a building full of ostriches running everywhere.
No.
No.
It
was dead.
You know why? Because now Black Friday lasts all fucking month. That's why.
Oh, really?
Like, legit. Like, I don't often watch commercials, right? Because I don't...
Like
I'm often...
your pussy up. You hear that one?
No. But I'm often streaming, so I don't often watch commercials. But, like, I think... I don't know, one of the streaming services, like, we don't pay for premium. And so Nate and I will, like, watch commercials for that. And I was telling him the same thing. He was like, man, Black Friday this. And I'm like, babe, it's literally all month long now. Like, it's not even a Black Friday anymore. Like, and he was like, really? And then, like clockwork, we're watching something on, I think it's Hulu, and the commercials go on, which, by the way, Hulu, fuck you for bypassing the laws where you can't turn your fucking commercial up. I don't care your streaming service. That law should apply to you too, not just networks.
What happened?
You're watching it, and unless you pay for premium, it's like, your show is this volume, and then the commercials are this volume, and you're just like, it's infuriating. It's like genuinely infuriating.
Well, that's consumerism.
No, but there's a law against that for there's a law against that for networks.
Really?
They can't do that. It's because Hulu is a streaming service and they're trying to fucking bypass the law. It's a loophole. It's stupid. But like, yeah, anyways. So, lo and behold. Yeah. That's why on TV you don't hear it anymore. That's why on TV, like if you do watch TV commercials and stuff and you watch networks, they're not allowed to do that anymore.
Really?
At least not in California. I don't know other places, but like, yeah. So fuck you, Hulu.
Maybe you should check your proxy. Maybe you're getting like Hulu from the Midwest.
No. It's Hulu. It's Hulu being a streaming service. They don't have to abide by network rules. They don't have to abide by those things.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get commercials on Hulu.
It's stupid. Yeah, because you have premium.
I pay premium.
You have premium. I don't pay for it.
Oh, I don't have a rock on this finger. I was gonna just pretend I have a giant diamond. People would look at me and go, how many dicks did you suck to get this ring?
No, like, so we're watching and like clockwork, there's like a Black Friday commercial and it's talking about how like every Friday is Black Friday. And like literally it's like the whole week there's like Black Friday deals.
Really?
Every Monday, every Friday, like coming up on Thanksgiving.
Well, then everything's online too.
There's Cyber Monday, which Cyber Monday is still pretty legit, like, which is great. But no, I mean, I think it's better because the fact that we used to fucking trample each other to get deals on one day is ridiculous. Like, please.
I loved it.
Spread the deals out.
Look, college
you're also you're a tall person who's not gonna get trampled by that crowd.
There's tall people. You don't even know. There's tall people. You know what you do? This is what you do. You put like something that looks like poo on your hands, or like really pick your nose and just walk like this. People will be terrified of you. They go, oh, no, he's got a booger in his hand. Don't touch. And just pick your nose and just rub it on something you want. I'll be back to that. And you go.
That's a savage Black Friday.
Or just cough like, oh.
Okay, nowadays.
Walk around and they go, oh.
Nowadays for sure.
19. No. I want to make it dark and slaughter my family. I don't want to be locked in at home doing the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Having to burn my clothes that I got at the Rainbow. Just there. But it was empty. However, I was like, God, Bluetooth headphones, alright, here we go. Hey, I'm like, because the ones I had were really good quality. I'm like, oh, just fucking. The guy's like, oh, we're out of that. Wait a minute. I found me high-end JBLs.
Nice.
$20.
Nice.
It was like 80% off.
That's brilliant.
The last one hit in the bag. It's like, oh, someone hit this one. Look at this.
Brilliant.
Look at it.
Brilliant.
I'm like, yeah, I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I got a good deal.
That's awesome.
But anyways, here's the best part. I was like, oh, I found these shoes in the clearance rack. Really cute shoes. I was like, all right, Target shoes, whatever. I don't fucking care. I go to the counter, I do self-checkout. It's like $50. And I say, hey, this was on the clearance rack. I'm not sure. She's like, how much you want for it? I'll change the price. The girl was over it. She was like,
I don't give a fuck, man.
She's like, I don't care how much you want. I was like, girl, what if I said $10? Okay. $10 for these shoes? You got a deal. And I said, can I bring a Nintendo game? I don't fucking care what you do. She was over it. They hired the wrong girl to work at the self-checkout.
No, or the right girl. She's getting people out the door.
Someone come in with the TV screen. I don't know what the price is. How much you want for it? It's like a 75-inch. Oh, I think I saw it for 25 cents. 25 cents it is, baby. Here you go.
Get it, girl. Get it. As long as you leave.
But I felt bad. I'm like, you know what? The empathy, which I just recently learned 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I would have been like, bitch, 15 cents. All right, let's do it. Now, I would feel so guilty, so I told her, nah, you know, I'm not going to buy the shoes. I'm just going to take the JBLs. And this beanie.
Cute. It's cute beanie.
I like the beanie, you know? Looks like I'm wearing a really thick diaphragm.
You look like Ajax from Wednesday with snakes.
Oh, the
Gorgon?
Gorgon?
He has to wear the beanie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it took me way too long to figure out the stoner joke.
What?
Because you get it, right? Fangs, furs, stoners, and scales. It's because they turn people to stone with their head.
I didn't know that. I thought they were real stoners.
No,
I was like...
no, obviously that was my first thought, but I'm like, they're not gonna do that. This is geared, like remember woke culture, they're trying to please people. And
oh,
so
come on. If they have like lesbians and gays kissing on TV, now stoner won't hurt.
You would be surprised. And by the way, there are still plenty of people that are trying to say lesbians and gays aren't okay. But you know what I mean? Like,
they're not. I read the internet. It doesn't lie.
I thought you said.
I specifically go on WeChat and I read these things, and they are real. They are copyrighted, misspelled, terrible grammar, but honest.
But no, like it took me way too long to figure that out. That it's because they stoned people with their snakes. And I was like, oh my god.
The stoners, yeah. Okay, I can live with that. I've always been obsessed with Medusa when I was a kid.
I love her. Her story is tragic. Actually, tragic.
That's another podcast. That's a crazy one.
That is
but
a crazy one. All right, Adyr, tell us. We're in Sag.
Back to the energy. Okay, heads up.
We're in
Right
Sag.
now, you might have this feeling that you want to start something. You're ready to plan this goal that you wanted to do. You have this, I want to start a whole new project. You have these projects and these ideas that you want to start, or that just start coming up. The issue is this energy of excitement, of free love, happiness will be blocking you. So ground yourself before you start a project, because there's a lot of excitement. Or if you're one that works well under pressure, kudos to you. Get it going. Get it. This is Sagittarius season. Playful, happy, fiery, fun. My favorite fire sign is Sagittarius. They're so much fun.
I mean,
Well, I like Leos.
Leos are fun. I feel like, I don't know if I have any Sag in my chart, but like, just the whole, the archer has always been an archetype that I've always connected to. I mean, like, legit, like, I don't know if I've told you this before, but no, I was really into Inuyasha. By the way, I feel like Inuyasha, I have an Inuyasha anime rewatch series going on my channel right now, where we're just rewatching Inuyasha, and it's fun.
Perfect 3.
I
just did my mother's gasp.
I know.
I think that's every Latin mother's
It is. But anyways, with Inuyasha, I literally was so obsessed with like Kikyo and Kagome because of the archery. Like I was so obsessed. I literally took, you know those really cheap like dry cleaner hangers that are like made of wire? Adyr, I collected a bunch of my dad's things, like a bunch of those. I unbent them all. I braided them. I braided a bunch of them to make a fucking bow.
That's cool.
I mean, like, it didn't work the best, but it was still sick. I even wrapped the middle with like tape, so it would like, I would have like, and I used my little elastic.
Did it just bend back when you pulled the
A little, and then, you know, my ingenuity, I'm like, oh, add more wires, Mac, add more wires, and then I would braid more wires.
That's actually a good idea, though.
It was really fun. It was definitely like a very fun make pretend or make believe like weapon that I made. That was probably like my earliest like, that was my inkling that I probably want to cosplay something.
And here I was just wearing my mother's dresses and putting on a towel over my head, pretending it's long hair. Look, I'm Princess Peach. I'm sorry, but the princess is in another castle. I just get so fucking mad.
Oh my god.
But you know what? Message. That's life. Keep going, even
That's
when
true.
the princess is
Even
in
when
another
the princess
castle.
is in another castle.
Oh, message.
Video game messages. Boom.
But yeah, see this energy? This is what the energy is going on. Great time to start going out, meeting people, dating. A few of you, I think if they have Aquarius placements, Libra placements, and Virgo placements, I think, will be finding love.
Oh my god. Literally, I did a reading yesterday. I realized my readings are very much on like the 4th and 5th dimensional level where like I work a lot with people's inner worlds and like inner self-work, you know? And so rarely ever do I get messages like, oh, you're about to meet someone. You know what I mean? Like it just normally doesn't show up like that. I kid you not, this person's reading was kind of like a life board. You know what I mean? Like that kind of spread where it's like, this is you and you're gonna go through these things to get here. I kid you not, at the end of the reading, it was the Lover's card. And I saw it and I was like, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. And literally by the time I got to it, I'm fighting with my intuitive brain because my like analytical brain is like, no, we don't read that. We don't read people are gonna come into your life and Lover's card. We don't do that.
I use the Lovers as a duality.
That's my thing.
Or duality.
Normally I do too, but that was not the message.
Yeah.
The message was very clear of like, they're gonna meet someone. Like all of this self-work is gonna lead to them being a vibrational match to meeting someone that fits here. And I was like, that is some crazy energy out there because I don't normally read shit like that.
They come back, I didn't meet anybody.
How do you know?
Yeah, what if you had met yourself?
I mean,
some people don't know who the fuck they are.
No, most people don't know who the fuck they are. Are you kidding?
Look, I married myself and I realized I'm hard to date. I had to take a break and be like, I look at myself and go, dear. Dear.
Sir.
Look, we went to the yogurt station. You couldn't make up your mind which flavor you wanted, and it drove me crazy. I wanted to slap you. Just fucking. So I need to take a break.
Wouldn't it be great if you could like leave yourself in the mirror for a moment? Leave that part of you in the mirror for a moment.
You know, if that was true, and if it was me, I'd been like, okay, turn on the switch. The other half, the reflection.
Same. Like, all right, whatever, leave me here, bitch.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Okay, I'm alright.
So Sag, the fiery archer.
Mm-hmm. So listen, it's actually kind of really short and simple. We do have Mars retrograding in Gemini.
Oh, that's fun. What does that mean for people that have Gemini?
Now, Mars is the planet of action. Okay, which I'm basically telling I keep saying fucking basically a lot.
Basically.
But basically. You have it in Gemini. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot indecisions. Seeing both sides of the spectrum right now. Okay, if I want to plan this project, I can go this way, but the repercussions could be that way. So now retrograde doesn't mean that it's like some people go, it's going backwards. No, it just speeds up quicker to make it appear as if it's going backwards. It looks like
it's going backwards in relativity to us.
Yeah, it doesn't go backwards because if it goes backwards, all the space and time will be fucked up in our galaxy.
I mean, like legit, think about it, right? Like it all works in divine order for a certain reason.
Yeah.
It's like if a leaf were to fall upwards, that just doesn't make any sense.
That would be cool. Well, you know, I probably have seen that a couple times and really high. I'm like,
I know I've been on some magic shroomies and shit like that's happened, but Lord knows if I'm actually seeing this dimension or not at that point.
Seriously. But yeah, so it's actually pretty short and sweet and simple right now. I mean, look, we all want to start projects, and you know how it goes when it starts a project. You have Mars retrograding in Gemini right now. So if you're planning a project, think on the pros and the cons and really figure it out what you want out of it. Oh yes, I just remembered. It's a time of forgiving yourself.
Oh, That's always a good thing to do.
Forgiving yourself. Now, sometimes we forgive ourselves just to move forward, or sometimes we forgive ourselves to learn about ourselves. So the forgiveness can go in many ways right now. I just think right now, though, it's highly energized more on knowing who you are. Because the energy right now is, it's kind of like snow day for kids. Everybody wants to go out. Everybody wants to do this thing. Everybody wants to watch a movie. So everyone's going out right now. They have this urge. Like, and it's just kind of like, for example, me last night, I want to go out and watch a movie. I'm just too tired. I'm just going to fucking stay at home. But I'm saying, but I really want to go out. And just, everything's on the fence.
Yeah, for sure.
So pick and roll with it right now. Pick and roll.
Yeah.
Pick and roll.
Yeah.
You know, I always tell people, like, if you're being indecisive and you don't know, then walk away. But right now, you really have to make that decision and roll with it.
Yeah.
You know? And if you fuck up, forgive yourself.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It actually, I mean, look, being a Gemini in my sun sign, and you know, my boyfriend will give me shit about this because he's like, you don't even identify with a Gemini. You always throw in the cusp Cancer. Yes, because at this point, I'm way too emotional and in my emotions, and I know that for me to really feel like, okay, I'm just analytical Gemini like I've been for a lot of my life. However, that part really is there. And this is the thing, when you're experiencing those energies, but those energies are foreign to you, it can feel like because you're indecisive, you need to sit in the question.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily the truth, because the thing is, like, when people that express Gemini, the Gemini in their chart a lot, we're just always seeing that there are two sides, and we're always seeing that there are two ways. But you can't live your life forever perpetually in that middle ground in that question. So even if the decision, and like I know my Gemini people will agree with this, even if the decision doesn't feel quite right, neither will feel quite perfectly right in times like this. You just have to pick the one that feels the most right.
Message!
That's how I do it anyway. I'm like, what feels the most right? Yeah, I want to go out and have a good time, but maybe like what feels the most right is staying in and playing my Switch. And I roll with that. And then if I feel lonely and whatever, like I deal with the aftermath of my choices.
Yep. Yes. However, with astrology, like I said, I take it with a grain of salt with me. People go, that's just an Aquarius thing to do. You're such an Aquarius. You guys are the rebels. I was like, the only thing I would take from my Aquarius is that I am very independent. I tend to be a wallflower. And I'm extremely blunt and I can read bullshit. That's it.
Yeah.
Boom.
I like to pour water.
Selfishly. Would you like some water, dear? Oh, thank you. I'm dating myself right now. My lover, dear, is so kind.
And annoying.
Yeah, we argued this morning. We argued this morning because I wanted to keep pressing snooze, but then the other deer was like, a deer, get up.
Okay.
Wow, I just want to lay down by myself on this bat.
Me and Snooze have a really fraught relationship.
I want to keep sleeping. One time I put snooze and I woke up late. I was like, why the fuck am I so late for work? I just pressed snooze once. Yeah, hour snooze.
No!
I didn't realize you can adjust the snooze on the phone.
Oh,
so instead of 10, 15, 20, I accidentally put it for an hour. And I said,
no.
Scheiße. But yeah, like I'm very grain of salt with it. My Venus is in Sag, so apparently I'm full of love, and when I give love, I just want to love, 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 love. Okay, I can agree with that. However,
right.
I know my worth. So because I know my worth, that Sag and Venus kind of makes it irrelevant. Maybe at one point I was, when I would give everything to my partner and lose myself in it. Now I go, no, bitch. I'm not losing myself this time. I can see it. Bye.
Well, this is
Let's
the
work
thing
on it.
though. I would argue that like a lot of these explanations for the tendencies of, you know, each sign and whatever and where they are and whatever, part of why I think it's so important to take them with a grain of salt is because they're just, it's a blueprint for something that if you're unaware of, you could fall into.
Yeah, it's just energies.
And that's the thing, exactly. And so, but the thing is like, the more you do self-work, the more you realize your own worth and stuff. It's like, those things are still true, but they just become coded in that awareness and in that self-work. So it's like, sure, I say like, you know, I'm a Gemini cusp Cancer because I'm super in my feels, but I'm no longer that person who lets my feelings take me on such a ride that I get lost in them. Whereas that is very much something that people say Cancers do. Oh, they're so emotional, they get lost in their feelings all the time. Same with Geminis, they're so indecisive, they can never make a decision. I am one of the most decisive bitches on the face of the planet when I need to be. No questions asked. I will just be like, that one.
That's such a Cancer cusp Gemini thing to say.
Oh my god, I know, right? But you know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, at one point I would 100% call myself incredibly indecisive. And the more I've been doing self-work, the more I've realized like, oh no, I'm just really good at looking at both sides, and I used to get lost in both sides.
Yeah.
And now I'm just better at being like, oh. I mean, same with like, what is my Venus actually? My Venus, I think, shit, what is my Venus? Oh, I forget.
I got the house placement too.
The house placement too. I mean, I have my chart.
Because mine is in my 5th, which is the magic child love side.
I'll show it to you because I'm very curious about that because I just lost it for some reason. But basically, like, I'm trying to think of one that I do remember. Okay, for example, like my moon, Scorpio. Okay. Right? Like that's like how you live your life, right? Like
how you handle life.
How you handle life. And people say like, oh, Scorpios are very, I don't know, people say they're very all over the place and very like.
But they go by what they read on the sun signs.
I know. That's
and
true.
It's like, wait a minute.
And
No.
And it doesn't quite make sense. But even then, it's like where I've seen something that I definitely do feel like, oh, that is very Scorpio of me, is I'm very into like energetic alchemy in the sense of like, you know, how oftentimes it's like the venom is the cure.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. We've talked about this during Scorpio season. And it's like, I definitely have adopted a lot of that. Like, I'm always looking at my life, okay, this broke down. How can I use the breakdown to make something,
Yeah, well,
you know?
I mean, in general, Scorpio moon placement means you handle life better with change.
That's right. So,
that's it.
But it's also, I've also heard things of like how Scorpio sometimes can crave change and try to create it where it doesn't need to happen. And so all this to say that like these tendencies are here for us to look at them and for you to go, is this something that maybe I could fall into? And you know, not something that you're for sure gonna be doing or something that you totally are. It's all just like what energies are you at right now? Because at the end of the day, when you have a mastery over your own energy, and I'm not saying I'm necessarily there or anything like that, but when you have a mastery, like an awareness over how you function, and you can take all this information to go, huh, that's so interesting. Then if you ever do run into a point where I'm like, you know, being stereotypically Cancer all up in my feels, can't hear anything outside of myself, I can go, whoa, am I doing that thing that doesn't actually help me? Forget the fact that it's associated with Cancer. Am I doing that thing that doesn't actually help me?
And what are you doing?
Well, that's the thing, like if I get so taken on a ride by my feelings, if I'm not aware of the fact that that's something I might fall into on occasion, then it might be harder for me to be like, am I doing that thing? You know, so like that's where this stuff really comes into play. It's not for you to be like, oh my God, I'm scared that I'm gonna be like this and this and this. It's like, no. Okay, so I'm a white passing girl, so most of the time I know that when I go out into the world, some people are gonna think I'm white, and some people are gonna go, huh, what are you? You know, like,
not me.
Am I gonna get, you know, and that naturally is gonna affect how, I guess, like, I go through life. Most of the time, I'm not gonna feel the need to tell people my nationality, and if people ask me, oh, what are you? I don't get offended, you know, because it's a normal occurrence for me. Whereas some people who don't have that predisposed experience might get really offended on my behalf and be like, what is she? What do you mean, what is she? You know what I mean?
I'm an armadillo!
So, yeah, all that to say that it's just like,
Armadillo!
this stuff can affect how you go about your life, but it doesn't mean that it is you. And exactly, I'm an armadillo.
What's the overall thesis of your planetary structure? Armadillo!
I just thought, you know that brilliant movie, The Lost City of El Dorado, where they play that game with the armadillo?
I don't remember that part. I haven't seen that movie in such a long time.
I love that movie so much.
I used to call it El Dorito. We're going to watch Doritos? The El Dorito?
I watched that movie in Portuguese. I watched Prince of Egypt in Portuguese. I watched Anastasia in Portuguese.
There can be miracles. Oh god, I'm so sick of that song. I love it, but I'm sick of it. Anyways, yes. So, have fun, go out, go frolic. And if, like I said, if those 3 placements, I said I think it was Virgo, Aquarius, and Libra, they might be finding love. 2 types of love. I have a feeling if your your Venus placement is within these, or if your Sun, Moon, or Rising is in those placements, generally it affects it. You could find somebody. However, when you do, read the signs, because right now you will see everyone is much more open and free. Everyone is so open and free.
I'm afraid to copy that.
No. Oh no. You should be fine.
Because it's music.
What music's in it? Oh, the thing!
It can't, yeah.
There we go.
There we go. That's better.
Okay,
James might just have to mute that part.
But,
because YouTube will take your video now. Will demonetize your video.
oh really?
Because of copyright. Because like if I didn't get the permission to play Rocket Man, I'm not paying Hilton.
What happened with the Wild Wild West in the area?
I don't mind that. No. You know what? I don't mind the music stuff because musicians don't make enough off the royalties. Yeah. So like that stuff I don't mind. It's just like I'm always being like, oh fuck.
You'll be good. You'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Listen, back to the love thing though. You'll see it right away really quick. So if you see little like crazy eyes like or like something that you don't like. Did I tell you I went on a date once recently? Not recently, like a while back, but it felt recent because time flies. Mm-hmm. Checked all the damn boxes. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. I'm gonna go out for dinner. We sit down. I'm taking my napkins. We're just talking. We're having a great old time. You know, we were in sync. He eats his first plate.
Oh no. I'm definitely one of those people that like I have something in here that I can't handle it.
And I said, yeah, I thought to myself, could I wake up to this every morning?
No.
Chewing.
No.
When I'm trying to be quiet. You know, Sigmund Freud, what did Sigmund Freud talk about when you eat like a cow? You know. And I said...
Except cows do it cuter.
Yeah. Every chew after a minute started sounding like somebody banging a hammer in my head. So then I told the guy, hey, you're great. I just don't feel a connection. I'll pay for the dinner. Have a nice night. And I left. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know why people are like, my relationships don't last that long. I wonder why. Maybe you should work on those table manners. Imagine how he is in bed, the way he chews. Because they say the way you eat dinner is the way you are in bed.
Wow, I didn't
like a walrus on top of me, slobbering. That's what I pictured.
I mean, dude.
Or just like, I had to edit. And then he got upset. He sent me a text message. You know what? You would have to beat an asshole. I was extremely polite. I said, hey.
You were just straight up and blunt. That's it.
Look, I only known you for a month.
Right.
And that's not long enough to even think about being in a relationship.
Of course.
It's just testing the waters. I barely have my feet wet on the first step of the swimming pool with you.
Yeah.
You know? No, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I left. And that's because that's who I am. Do I want to teach him how to? No, I don't want to teach him how to properly eat. It's not my job.
It's not your job.
I'm not his mother.
Right.
But still, where I'm getting at is you'll see the signs right away, right now.
Yeah, and kudos to you for like noticing that, because a lot of people, I mean myself included, I might have been like, okay, maybe one more date. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever.
No.
And it's just like, no, because those kinds of things, like, it sounds petty, but there is somebody out there who won't give a shit that he chews like that.
Yeah, every lid has a pot. You know what? I should have just chewed louder than him and see how he took it.
That would have been just funny to see how
It would have been like a battle. And then change the conversation when we talk instead of talking all about moo.
That poor waiter.
Moo. Moo.
That poor waiter.
Oh well, it happens. Let's pull these cards. Wow.
Okay.
These are good. These are actually really good. This is all like
the 8. It's good. Craftsmanship, putting in time.
the 4.
4 of Wands, it's a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Celebration, resting period, but like kind of like resting, recuperating, and also
I'm getting
gathering.
a love card out of this.
A love card?
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, temperance. Gotta love her.
If those of you who are on dating apps, the hard work will pay off. I don't think you're gonna find someone on the dating app, but I think you'll meet them organically. But you're just putting it out there by saying, hey, I'm going to find someone, and this could be someone that's really worthy. Really, really worthy. You have the temperance with you though, so take your time. Don't rush into shit. The breast pump, yeah.
I've never seen this one before. I love it.
The
Fiddle leaf fig.
The fiddle leaf fig. Okay. Okay.
Is that the tower? What is that?
The fiddle leaf fig. It can be.
Oh no, this is Oracle. Sorry.
They're Oracle and they have some major arcana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll see it. All right. Okay. If you have a project that you have planning on this year before the year ends, or where you're wrapping up, or you've already been working on it's wrapped, the hard work will pay off. You do have the hard work, because it's the breast pump at the end is kind of like, the breast pump to me, it's just like you receive from the work that you give.
I mean, it's very interesting because, I mean, for those of you that don't know, if you have been following my channel and you've seen enough of my videos, you may have caught me going on like a birthing rant at some time or another. So this is actually really interesting. I mean, first of all, you think of breast milk, automatically you think fertility. Like, talk about things paying off. Mm-hmm. Fertile ground, right? Fertility. But not only this, like, I don't know if you knew this, but lactation actually takes an enormous amount of energy. Like, women, pregnant people that are lactating, they burn up so many calories that it's insane. And it's because, like, it takes a lot to create quite literally life milk. Like, there's, in fact, like, in order to make something like, say, like vegan formula, you actually need one of the most like nutrient dense foods in the world, which is purple sea moss. It has like, it's literally replaced so many of my supplements because I'm basically mostly plant-based. And so it's replaced so many of my supplements, and I actually found out that this doula that I follow recommends it to women that are breastfeeding. Okay. And you can even make formula out of it because it's so fucking nutrient dense. So just think about the fact that like the painstaking things that you've been doing, even if you don't realize you've been putting in kind of like painstaking work, it's all coming to fruition. Now, if you haven't been putting in work, because for some reason I'm feeling the need to say this, if you haven't been putting in all that much work, then it's okay. It's just going to take a little bit longer, and you're just gonna have to do a little bit of sifting. But that's the thing. It's like, just like the woman, or I'm sorry, the pregnant person doesn't start to make breast milk on conception. Like, that's not what happens. They don't even start to make breast milk like in the first trimester. At most, there's like this pre-breast milk liquid that starts to happen like a little bit later on. And it's not until like baby's born, takes that first suckle and all that stuff. And you know, so basically it takes time, it takes work, and it takes you like physically, that's another thing, like expressing that like pre-breast milk liquid is also really good for the production. So like it takes you like really expressing things out of yourself in that creative way, in that productive way. Or even if your thing right now is your mental health was shit and you've been working really hard on your mental health, this work counts towards it 100% too. And guess what? If you have been doing that, good for you, because you're working from the inside out. Because what you're doing is you're creating a pure channel to actually tell your universe what it is that it should be orchestrating on your behalf. So like, breast milk production can be a really painstaking thing. It can be really easy for some people, really hard for others. There's so many ways that it could go, but just know that all of it leads to the most nutritious life milk ever.
Hell yeah.
Make your life milk.
Yeah.
That's the title of this one. Make your life milk.
Well, okay, look, like I said, the hard work is gonna pay off. Even here, hard work pays off.
Oh wow, that's really what it says.
Yeah, hard work pays off.
Right.
It really says, work hard, celebrate, just be patient with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I fucking love this like style of Renaissance painting, because I swear to God, all the ladies look the same.
Yeah, they do. They all look the same.
Not like in Facebook, their expression, right? Looking over the shoulder like,
They all doing it here too. It's always like that gossip look. Have you heard?
That lady's maid that's always listening at the door.
Have you heard? It's a side eye. Have you heard?
Yes.
Girl. Ooh. And you add the squid hands.
Ooh, yeah.
Grab like the drag queen grabbing the air.
Yeah.
Ow.
That was so painful.
That's fine.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, hard work pays off. Have fun. Live. Because all this energy for December is going to be such a good energy for people. Even if it's like, I had a terrible day, you're going to go out, have fun, and it just ends.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Everything that's been so unpleasant or uncomfortable from the past is just going to be like, it's like you climbed the top of the mountain right now, and you're like, yeah.
No, I just got this message too. In the fiddle leaf fig card, you have this fig, and it's like, it's not really on fire. Things behind it are on fire. But as you said that, you said, you know, these things from the past will just whatever. I just got the words fall away.
Yeah.
And that's what these cards are doing right here. They're falling away. Yeah. Let that shit fall away. It's fall, bitches.
Forgiveness time. Have a blast. This Christmas is going to be amazing for people.
And this Christmas.
Well, the next new moon is the 23rd of December.
Oh, wow.
Just before Christmas, and that is Capricorn. We'll discuss that later.
We'll talk about that.
But right now, it's, and you get that eggnog.
Yeah. And you know what?
Get it from the store, get it from your aunt, get it from your man. Let him spray that eggnog on you. I don't care. Just have some fun.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes. Thank you guys so much, whether you're watching via the podcast, or listening via the podcast, which, by the way, the podcast...
Oh my God, I forgot.
Oh.
Overall energies. It's closer than you think.
Oh, love that.
Because I don't read upside downs unless it asks. And it's like I turned it up and it went, no, okay. Yeah. Closer than you think.
Okay, we love that. We love that messaging. Oh yeah, just so you know, by the way, thank you. Thank you, Adir. Always.
Thank you.
Always. If you would like to go ahead and follow the podcast, as soon as these videos on YouTube are like ready to go, we put the podcast version out right away. So whereas the YouTube, usually we wait like till the next day. So if that is of interest to you, go ahead and follow the podcast. If that's where you're listening, I really, really appreciate that. Like I've been able to get my podcast like an ad through the podcasting hosting service that I use, because you guys have been awesome and consistently like giving me a few hundred downloads per week, and it's amazing. So thank you. I always love doing these. So if you really love these kinds of episodes, like ask us questions below. You know, I'll go ahead and send those to Adir if it's Adir specific questions. Let us know whatever you feel, what you think, politely, not even politely, kindly, please. I don't care if you're nice. I care if you're kind. That means you're considerate on the inside, you know? And if you are someone who's like skeptical and you have questions, like please, like we would love to see your questions. We'd love to see what you feel, what you think, and maybe even, you know, say you listen to this and a month from now, this pops into your head and things resonate. Come back and let us know. That would be really, really awesome. Adir is, as you can tell, a phenomenal tarot reader, so his links will be down below. He does some really fun videos as well for your entertainment on Instagram. Yes. Some of which like are just funny, just straight up funny. And then, you know, my socials, you guys know all that good stuff. I do readings as well. You can go to calendly.com/mysticalmac. I have upgraded. I am charging $40 for a 3-card reading. So you can get all the details on the website if you want to go look at that. And yeah, this is fun. Get your archery going with that Sag season. Have fun.
Have fun too.
Fucking have fun.
Hell yeah. Have tons of fun. Make it fuck.
Yeah. This is
That's all I can say. You just gotta say it in a good way. Fuck.
This is like one of the first holiday seasons, guys, since, you know, the really panorama that we have. I just love people's different words for that. The panorama, the panini, the pandemia.
Because I'm scared of carbs. The panini.
The panini. I love the panorama because I'm always really bad at those panoramic pictures.
The panorama.
But like literally, this is the first holiday season that things haven't felt so weighted and so heavy, and like sure, there's still shit going around, but we can travel again, right? You can go see people, like be safe, but just also have fun. Do your thing.
Yeah, have fun.
Do your thing. Enjoy the lightness, enjoy the levity.
Enjoy that pickle.
Enjoy the pickle.
Enjoy.
They're meant to be enjoyed.
The pickle.
Oh, the sun. That's what came out.
Yep, the sun came out.
Okay, well, so it's closer than you think, and the sun is guiding your way. Like, what could go wrong?
The pickle.
The pickle.
Ride the pickle. Ride the pickle. That sounds like fun. Imagine a guy coming in. My life is shit. Do you have pickles?
I just think of Pickle Rick.
I was told to ride a pickle.
I'm just thinking of Pickle Rick.
Okay. Who's Pickle Rick?
Oh, from Rick. You don't watch Rick and Morty?
I know. I gotta watch that show.
He basically, in order to avoid family therapy, turns himself into a pickle.
Oh, I fucking love that.
It's hysterical. Anyhow, on that note, thank you. Stay mystical. Stay grounded. We're gonna catch you next time, and I'm gonna speak to Adir about a special astrology episode for us to do something special because we haven't done anything quite different this year since that like Chinese astrology reading. So maybe we'll do something else, and I'll keep y'all posted on that. Huh?
CNY's coming. That's where I get real fat.
What's coming?
CNY, Chinese New Year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so maybe we
dim sum, dumplings,
all of it, mooncakes,
all my Asian family. Adir, come over.
Oh man, I need a gluten pill in our
And then they go, oh, why are you so fat? I was like, cause you guys keep feeding me. Okay, we'll stop feeding you, but you have to eat. It's so delicious. Yeah. Try this. I was like, girl. I went from a 6-pack to a coat rack. I don't know.
But you had fun.
Yeah, I did. Every bit of it.
Stay mystical.
Stay magical.
Stay grounded. We'll catch you soon.
Ride the pickle.
Ride it. I don't know why I'm flying. Ride it.
Hey, you can make up a saying for anything. Breathe the candle.